G'day, Dragic here, and welcome back to Star Trek Frontiers. It's been a pretty brutal game for us, but getting towards the end of round 3 now, and we have a bit of a choice here. Basically, Martok and Lursa kind of have perfect access to these two cubes. The thing is, because these are all impassable, we have to kind of follow it around and get around the backside. So Martok's going to try to move to here, and because in the meantime, Lursa, who's got a really, look, she's just leveled up once. We're not having a very good game here. So he might have to kill a lot of time, and I think just taking out some things here, maybe even coming all the way down to here, while she just does some cleanup and earns a bit more XP. So that is the plan. We're trying to move to here. So we need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get 6, 7, 8. Beg your pardon. So what have we got in the way of movement? We have 2 sets of cards here. There is a white in the things. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 using Indomitable, which is such a good skill. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're in position here. If we can kill this, we can do it now, but I don't think we're going to. Might be best just to wait for the new draw, which is 7 physical attack with torpedoes and 9 defense at torpedoes, which gives us, I think we'll just do this next turn. There's no point in rushing it. We have drawing to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we don't actually get to do anything here, do we? Hang on, let me just have another look here. Where's the white? We rolled a white, right? 1, 2. We need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get into position. So we need to produce 8 attack. 8 whatever. So we can tap this. That'll give us a crystal and a red crystal and a blue mana token. So that has produced enough movement, and we still haven't used a die from the source. So we can stick all that in here straight away. And now we're playing against the amount of attack that it has. So let's have a look at this sphere here. It's attacking for 9. And we have to attack back, but we have to attack back and do 14 damage unless we can produce blue damage. Now we do have this innovative weaponry, which does produce pulse attack 3, and this one here. So if we go like this and pay with white, we've produced pulse attack 5. Then all we need to do is produce another 2 attack. So pulse attack 5, and we do this because that is a shields 2, means that we've created 5 pulse attack, 3, 4, 5, plus another 2 attack. So 5 pulse attack is 1-to-1 damage, which means we have perfectly done that. That means there's 2 damage left, which means we need to do 4 damage. So we also need to discard this and discard this. And we take in 3 damage into our hand. I think that's fine. Our damage is quite good for this deck. We are actually sort of building quite a lot of it though. We've got 3 already in the discard pile. So just to recap what happened, we moved into position and then we attacked. We took the full brunt of that damage in the face, all 9 damage, But with 3 armor, that means you only take 3 into hand. Then we played pulse attack with research to get +2 using the white die, and that creates 5 pulse attack. So we've done 5 raw damage to this, 1-to-1 damage, because it's not resistance to blue. That leaves another 2 points of damage that we have to deal with, but it's got physical resistance, which means that we have to do 4 damage to destroy it, as we only have physical attacks left. Discarding a card along with this gives us 3 attack, and this one here gives us another 2 attack. That's 5 attack, which is enough to kill it. Okay, so that is the end of this Borg. Nice, that gives him 2 rep. It also gives him 8. And here it takes him to 50. Levels him up, nice. And look how terrible, he hasn't got a single unit because we've been playing like a pudding. Ah, dearie me. And finally, you know what's interesting? This never surrender. Can I just use that just for the hell of it? Can I just go, yeah, I'll just discard this and get a red mana token, and then I'm not going to use it, discard it. I think technically you can. Technically you can do that, but it seems stupid to me, so I'm not going to. And then we draw back up to 6. You blam. Okay. Now we have Picard, who has a pretty decent hand. Now, Picard, he's sort of flying around trying to level up and get some action going. We have a Romulan base, which would be good news for him to attack. We also have this planet, and we also have some diplomacy here, which he should be able to handle. But we just bought a whole heap of really good units. We've got plus photon attack 6, shields 7. We've got do not attack with an enemy. We've got a red thing to actually power that. So I think we're going to do the challenge planet, or the K-cast planet. So let's flip this sucker over. Yablam! Wow, Borg cube and a Romulan starbase. So take a Romulan starbase and we take a Borg cube. Okay. What you got for us? Okay, 2 attack, 5 physical damage, and ooh, look at this. So 6 plus it has brutal, plus it has immunity to our attack. So that's 6 blue, and we actually produce blue. So that's horrible. What did we roll? We rolled a question mark. So we've got question marks and reds in the background. Okay, so I think this is actually not too bad. We don't have a blue attack, which is a real problem for us. So we can do this, and that stops him attacking. So we don't have to worry about him attacking at all. We don't have any blue data. So we're in a bit of a bind here. Basically, I can choose to roll for a white or a blue. If I roll for a white or a blue, so that's 2 chances out of 6, I'll be able to do some cool stuff with this guy. But at the moment, I can produce 5 attack here. So let's just see what we can do with the 5 attack. So if I do that, that's 5 attack. I need to produce, wow, 16 attack, basically. That's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can produce 12 attack. So basically I'm out of luck. So what I'm going to do, this guy actually gets plus damage, doesn't he? So if I attack like this, let me have a look here. So this guy's got 6 shields. So I could go, that is 5 attack. That is 10 attack. That is 14 attack. 15, 16 attack. 15, 16. We basically have enough damage to get through this. Just. The problem being, though, if I do this, these guys are going to share resistances. So he will gain physical resistance unless I attack them in separate lots. But I can do that. So I can do that to attack just the Borg. And that's produced 5/6 attack, which is enough to kill. Of course, I need a question mark die. And then this guy, I then need to produce 10 attack. So that is 5, 6. What's going on here? Yeah, 5, 10. Okay. So I have done it. It's a real shame. I didn't have the guts to roll that. Let's just roll it now and see if I got a blue or a white. Come on. Yabam! No, I got a yellow. Lucky I didn't do it then. Okay, so we managed to squeak through and kill all of these guys. And that's actually our first Borg cube down. So we get 4 plus 7. That's 11 experience. That takes us to 38. And we level up. Yay. Okay, so there's a bit of an error here I'm just going to quickly fix. Basically, we forgot about 2 of the incoming damage. So if I just go and redo this, I've just got these cards face down because this is, I found this in editing and I've already redrawn. So we'll have to correct this now. Basically, we went, what did we do? 5 and 6. That was enough damage to kill the Borg. And then we went 5, 9, 10, 11, or, 10 to do that. But we never actually blocked this 2 damage. Now I could tap this guy, get 6 shields. It seems a bit of a waste though. I don't want to screw my turn up, so I'm actually going to discard this as 2 shields, which blocks that, and then discard this one I was saving to make that 10. So that is 5, 4, 10, and that's enough to kill the Borg, and everything's done perfectly. It's just we no longer have that card in stock, and there's not even other cards to draw, so it's not going to change our hand at all, unfortunately. But we don't have a wound, which is the important part. And even more interesting is that we actually get 2 undiscovered cards for that planet challenge. So what have we got undiscover wise? There's a lot of good stuff here. We have spatial anomaly. This is basically tunneling from Mage Knight. This is a new one, Q. I don't think this is in Mage Knight. This is an extremely strong card. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got a lot of dark mana generators. Unfortunately, like a lot of people's skills. I've got one actually in the skill offer. But everyone has a skill that produces a dark mana, basically, somehow. And look at this one. If you play the dark mana cost, as an action for the turn, you may use your diplomacy to interact with any conquered Dominion or Romulan star base, including an opponent's, or any M-class planet, as if your ship is currently adjacent. So it basically means you can teleport units, you can heal from M-class planets, you can buy action cards from anywhere on the map. It's incredibly strong. Now, advanced research is also pretty strong. It allows you to use the power of action cards. So basically, if I had this card, up to 2 action cards you play, you get for free, even the stronger effect. So it's basically like 1 blue mana becomes 2 mana of any color with advanced research. Superior research means that for your entire turn, everything you cast is free for level 2. So even though I really like Spatial Anomaly, I'm actually taking these 2. Ya blam. Oh, I forgot. He had another one here. Damn it. Should have used it. I'm going to save my camera a little bit higher so I can see see that blue dice. I keep forgetting about it. Doesn't matter. I managed to squeak through without using it, which is probably better. And I also leveled up. Now, let's check out what we've got here. We've got unconventional tactics. Now, this card is sort of like ambush, yet adds to your defenses and your attacks after your movement. Changes strategy. Pick at the top 2 cards of your ship deck. Place 1 card in your hand and shuffle the other back in your deck. Not a big fan of card draws. I mean, technically they're probably good. I actually might take experimental defenses. Well, before we do that, let's have a look at the other... we definitely leveled up, right? Yeah. So let's have a look at the other skills. Let's give this a shuffle. Bam and a bam. Efficient crew. Gain 1 move for each ready and unwounded crew member. And this is also another move. Reduce the move cost of all spaces you enter this round by 2 to a minimum of 1. This effect lasts the entire round. So basically that reduces everything to 2. So I can do huge moves. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get all the way back up there. That is actually fantastic and allow him to zip around the place. Alternatively, we can take Stronger Will and the torpedoes and have guaranteed black mana for 1 spell cast every turn, which could also be extremely good. And in fact, the Q card we took was also red, so this Strong Will would actually mean we get a guaranteed Q every turn. So I am actually going to do that, even though that movement efficiency is an extremely powerful skill. And we've got to take the bottom card when you do that. Okay, and now we are drawing to 6. Yablam. Oh, beautiful. We even have double diplomacy now. Oh, look, and I've even got the blue for all this stuff. I've actually got some pretty damn good moves left for him. He might even take here. I don't know. I suppose he should hire another unit. He can hire it from anywhere now, remember? So he could get this guy. It's not quite as good as Changeling. Changeling allows you to just draw the top of here. Someone actually got Changeling. I think Ursula or something. Okay, so that's that. Now it is Cisco's turn. Basically, one thing I haven't been doing this game is that you can actually peek at these tokens when you're adjacent. In fact, theoretically, I should be able to peek at the yellow Borg because of Martog being here. But I tend not to peek too much in except for the turn I'm going to do something with when I play solo, just because there's so much information you're kind of not supposed to have. But I am allowed to peek. I just haven't been for some reason. I think it's because it was been like, you know, there's no day-night cycle. It just slipped my mind like a fool. But now I'm going to peek. So let's have a look at here. So this guy is pretty easy. 3 damage, 7 attack. But this guy, right, is 6 attack. And it's also got, that pretty hardcore paralyze ability on it. Which means if we've got a block 12 or block with blue. Now, Cisco does have a native ability to block blue. So I'm just going to quickly work out if I can beat both these tokens at once. If I can beat them both at once, that'll be great. If I can't, then the weird rule in this game is that because we're adjacent, I can choose to fight this location, win it, get the free move inside it, and that will not provoke this monster at all unless I choose to. I can actually take this base without worrying about it. And yeah, that sounds very weird, but it is 100% true. I even got it checked by the designer on Board Game Geek just recently. I'm definitely going to take this location, so I'm just going to put my guy there anyway. But the question is, can I destroy the Borg at the same time and save myself a turn? Hopefully I will be able to, but maybe not. So basically this guy has 6. Now this thing here is +2, but only for attacks. What have we got dice-wise? We've got reds, blacks. We have no way of producing any extra stuff. We do have this. Do we have a blue? We do not have a blue. Because this is producing 3 pulse shields. This thing here is producing -2 attack. That turns for all enemies. That turns that into 1 attack and that into 4 attack. We're already blocking 3. So that and this blocks the Borg. And now we just need to kill it somehow. Got basically, both of these are basically draws, unfortunately. And we've got no way of producing a second die. That's the real problem here. So this is 5. This would be played already. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can produce 9, 10, 11 attack. So 7 attack kills that. That leaves us 4 damage left. This requires 14 to kill. There's no way we can do this. So, yeah. So basically, we are going to fight the Borg next turn, but we're going to take over this spot here. It's a very weird rule that we don't have to fight that Borg, but it is the rules. We're going to keep this in hand, save that for our next turn. Going to keep this as well. And all we need to do is we can attack for 5, 6, 7. That's all we need to do to kill. And I would like to go 1, 2 for block. Oh, it's 3 for block, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is 5 attack, 6, 7. That is enough to kill, and 3 block with all sideways cards. Now again, it feels counterintuitive, especially for a Mage Knight player, but I can attack that and then move in for free without provoking the enemy. So the only time he would attack me is if I choose to attack him. And yeah, it's bizarre, but that is the way it works. This rule is so bizarre that I didn't actually believe it. I had to post on the forums to ask the guy. Okay, if you conquer a Romulan starbase, controlled or uncontrolled, or a Dominion starbase, your ship must immediately enter that space afterwards for free and claim control of it. This automatic movement does not provoke nearby enemy ships. So there you go. If you challenge the nearby enemy ships, you have to do all the double assault stuff. So, bam, that's it. We are in there. Crazy. But, them's the rules. Here's your blam, and let's re-roll that. We get another ship. And did I put my stuff up? I didn't, right? That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. He levels up as well. And he goes down another point. No, wait up, 4. What did I do with the... Ah, here's the token here. 3. So we don't actually level up. How frustrating. Maybe I should give him... I think I forgot to move him once during Explore, but it's just too late now. Okay, but we do now have drawing to 7 because of planning. 8, 9, 10. So we actually draw to 10, which will probably empty the deck. So if we're lucky, we do not have used 2 dice still. So we have no real way. What I can do is, if there's enough time to do 2 more turns, I can use this to create data, and then the next turn I can use telepathy. And hopefully that'll help us. Okay, so there's all that. Now, she is just going to attack straight into here. This is going to be her turn. I know already what I'm going to do. And I guess we can peek at it before we do it. Okay, so this is easy. So let's flip it over. We just cast long range attack, and she has her captain card. And you're going to roll the question mark. What have you got for us? rolls another question mark. Now that's interesting. When you roll a question mark and it turns up to be another question mark, that means the die is lost. You can't use it at all. But we do have a blue here. So let's tap that. So that is 3 long range attack plus 3. Lursa and Bator's version of concentration is actually plus 3 instead of plus 2. So that is actually 6 ranged attack, which is enough to take this guy out. Beautiful. And that is 4. Takes him to 11 and -1. And she also gets to nick off with a spell. Now, what has she got? She can produce blue and yellow at the moment. So spatial anomaly might be the one for her. Target enemy, defense is minus. Oh wow, I'm going to take penetrate shields for sure. Bang. And that is the end of her go. And let's just quickly have a look at her situation. She gets a free move in here. Now I guess she's going to, yeah, so she needs another 2 move to get to there. Plus she can hire if there's anyone to hire. I don't think there's anyone to hire from her spot. No. No one to hire at Romulan star bases. I mean, Dominion star bases. So we need to keep this movement in her hand. Romulan Ale. Target enemy. Oh, wait. Is that the one I just drew from the top of the deck? No, this is the one I just took. Target enemy gains -3 defense. Gets minus attack. Whatever. And I want to keep this one. So let's just draw back up to her lowly hand of 5. Ugh, terrible. Okay. That is the end of that turn. So there was a lot of crazy stuff going on in that turn, but this rule here was very, very weird. Still, I think we're doing pretty good. Martog is just going to continue marching down here and then just sit there and maybe repair. If we can't kill this next turn, he might actually have to retreat. He can't move into here or here without provoking. So, and he can't move here, so this is the only place to move is there. Can't go across there, that's a black hole. Just trying to say it'd be really nice to get back to this repair station. Hopefully you'll be able to take this out next turn. Okay, well that is the end of that, and I will see you guys next time.